started. That was a little weak. Who's ready to get the day started? All right. Good morning, Dallas ISD Food Service. For those of you who don't know, my name is Debbie Rowley, and I am the new Director of Operations here. I joined the team in June. I have some exciting news to announce. Valerie Cheatham is now the Assistant Director of Operations. And we have 2 new leads. As of last week, Lorraine is now a lead. And Tamika Figs is the other lead. So we have some exciting stuff today. We have a raffle going on, and we have some visitors. So please be mindful when our visitors are on stage and giving their speech. We do have Dazen here, who is going to come up here and introduce the Dazen membership. So if Karen, if you would like to come up.
Hello, everybody. My name is Karen Kraft, and I'm the president of DASN. Taniqua Wilson is my vice president. Bridget Parson is my treasurer, and Carolyn Browning is my secretary.
And I come. Buenos días. Buenos días. Karen Kraft es la presidenta de nuestra asociación de empleados de nutrición escolar. Taniqua Wilson es la vicepresidente y Bridget Parson es la tesorera. También Caroline Browning es la secretaria.
Okay. For those of you who do not know, DASN is a professional organization.
Para todos los que no saben, DASN es tu organización profesional
For all levels of school and food personnel.
Para todos los niveles de escuelas y de personal de cafeterías escolares.
We provide resources that enhance.
Proveemos recursos que te ayudan a aumentar tu conocimiento.
And promote nonprofit child nutrition programs.
Y promover los programas de nutrición escolar
For the benefit of the children in the community.
para beneficiar a nuestros niños y también nuestra comunidad.
We work hand in hand with TASN, which is the Texas Association of School Nutrition.
Trabajamos de mano a mano con TASN. TASN es la organización de nutrición escolar para el estado de Texas.
For joining DASN for $25, you will be paying for your membership.
Por solamente $25 usted va a tener su membresía,
Which you will receive a gray t-shirt we can wear every Monday.
por la cual podrás recibir tu camiseta. ¿Cuántos les gusta la camiseta? La pueden vestir todos los lunes.
We still have to follow other uniform codes.
Como quiera, de todas maneras tenemos que vestir todo el uniforme, todas las demás piezas.
And you can only wear the gray shirt on Monday.
¿Y cuándo podemos ponernos la camiseta gris? Los lunes.
If you joined last year and your shirt is still good, you only owe $10 for this year.
Si usted tuvo su camiseta el año pasado y este año quiere volver a unirse a la asociación, solamente tiene que pagar los $10.
And for the good news, we're trying to get together with Miss Debbie and have a large barbecue or cookout.
Y la buena noticia es que estamos coordinando con la señora Rowley, la directora de operaciones, para hacer una gran comida afuera en un parque o en algún lugar de la ciudad donde estemos todos.
And then it's going to be cafeteria workers against the specialists and leads. What do y'all think?
Y va a ser los trabajadores de la cafetería en contra de las especialistas y directores.
So let's all play ball and join Daston. If you have any questions, you may email me.
Así que vamos a unirnos todos y vamos a asociarnos a este gran grupo. Karen, contáctenla a ella. Si tienen alguna pregunta, también me pueden contactar a mí y con mucho gusto le vamos a contestar cualquier pregunta.
And we have a table right up here in this corner, and we've still got drinks and chips for sale. We do provide y'all trash bags. Please be respectful and clean up your area. Managers, they know where you're sitting. Make sure your people clean up after themselves, please. Thank you.
Muy bien, eso fue el consejo. Vamos a mirar hacia atrás y vamos a recoger todo lo que dejemos tirado. Y también hay una mesa allá afuera donde pueden pedir más información. Gracias.
First, let's everybody stand up, okay? Everybody, come on now. Get on your feet. Stand up. Now I want everyone to dig deep. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to reach into your pocket. And I want you, if you have one, want you to take out a $10 bill. Y'all take out a $10 bill. Don't worry, there's not going to be a collection. But I want you to take out a $10 bill if you have one. Go ahead, take a moment. If you get a $10 bill, raise it up high. Let's see your $10 bill. Hey, Julie, I need my PowerPoint on. I need it on the screen. Okay. So if you got a $10 bill, just kind of wave it around a little, wave your arm, wave your hand a little. All right? Now, why am I asking y'all, folks? Why am I asking y'all to pull out a $10 bill? I want you to take a look at your $10 bill. Now, we've all seen $10 bills. We've all held many, many $10 bills in our lifetimes, but have we ever really looked at them? I want you to look because there's a picture of somebody on your $10 bill that you've looked at and you've seen, but I don't know if you've ever really looked at it. So who is it that's on our $10 bill? Y'all shout it out on the count of three. Who's on the $10 bill? 1, 2, 3. Alexander Hamilton. So we've spent $10 bills, come and go all the time, and we have seen this image on our $10 bills, but what do we know about Alexander Hamilton? Why is he on our $10 bill? Well, the answer to that question goes to our theme for this upcoming year. You see, I've learned a lot about Alexander Hamilton in this past year. He's a very powerful person. His life story is a very powerful story. I don't think I could do a better job telling you who Alexander Hamilton is than a certain guest who on the screen is going to tell you who Alexander Hamilton is and why we're talking about him today. So let's listen closely and learn about Alexander Hamilton now. So that is Alexander Hamilton, an immigrant whose father left them, whose mother died, whose cousin committed suicide, came to this country penniless, and yet ended up being a Revolutionary War hero and the first Secretary of the Treasury. This is someone who had everything stacked in life against him. And yet, when nobody would give him a chance, look at what he accomplished for this country. You talk about overcoming insurmountable odds. His story is truly inspiring and uplifting. And one of the key things, as you can see in red up there, it says, do not throw away your shot. Do not throw away your shot. A lot of times in life, we get one chance to make positive things happen. And that's our shot. So why am I sitting here talking about a founding father, Alexander Hamilton, from so long ago? Oh, we all face challenges in life, folks. You've faced them, I've faced them. Alexander Hamilton faced them. But we have a big challenge coming up, and it's not just the daily challenge of giving our best for 150,000 students who depend on us day in and day out, many of them for the best meal that they will receive. Well, that's a daily challenge, but we have a unique challenge coming up. You see, on January 14th of 2019, I'm not going to say we are the winners of, but we get a visit from the Texas Department of Agriculture. And they're coming to audit us. It's called an administrative review. Used to be the CRE for many of y'all who have been here a long time. So 20 or so of TDA's best and brightest and smartest are going to descend upon us starting January 14th. And what are they doing in descending upon us? They're trying to see everything we're doing wrong. That's what they're doing. And I have an interesting piece of information for you. Do you know, in the history of audits by the Texas Department of Agriculture on food service departments, back when it was a CRE, the time it's been an AR, what is the largest, how many schools does the largest school district that ever got a perfect review, how many schools does that school district have? Anyone know? 26. Survey says, let's try again. 86. 286, survey says. 46? 0. No. There have been perfects. 46. Thank you for playing, though. Okay, the largest school district to ever get a perfect review in the history of reviews is just under 100 schools. Just under 100, okay? It happened to a school district outside of San Antonio. So for 50, 60, 70 years that these audits have been going on, and folks, that's a lifetime. There has never been anyone larger than 100 schools to get a perfect review. And you know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because it's hard. It's hard work to get a perfect review. It's hard. And the larger your district is, the harder it is to make sure everybody is fully trained, everybody's fully prepared, everybody's ready. It just gets harder the larger the district is. That's why it's never been done before. So 70 years of history would say we can't do it. 70 years of history would say it's impossible. Right? Never happened before. But there's a lot of things in this world that have never happened before. Just because they haven't happened doesn't mean it can't be done. It just means the right time, the right people, the right department. It hasn't happened yet. So, are the audits against us? Are the odds against us? Well, history would tell us yes. But are they really? You see, I debate that. In fact, I don't just debate it, I don't believe it. You see, because we have a couple advantages on our side. You see, when these 20 auditors come, and they're talented people, folks, and they know the regulations, they know what they're doing. And those of y'all who have been through audits before, y'all know how it is, man. The auditor stands right next to you, and they're looking at everything. And we become afraid when the auditor is standing right over us. But you know, we have a couple advantages, I think. I know. Number one, they're coming here expecting to find mistakes. You see, their expectations of us, of each of you, do you know where their expectations are for you? They're down here. Down here. Because they expect they're just going to march in here and find something wrong, like they always do for big school districts. And then they're going to be nice and happy they found something wrong and steal our thunder. And then they're going to go back to Austin or back to wherever they came from. So their expectations for us are down here. Now, frankly, I'm offended by that. Don't ever tell me your expectation for me or for us is down here. Oh, no, not us. Expectation is up here. So you see, we do have some stuff working for us. They're coming here expecting this to be easy, expecting to find mistakes, and guess what? We're going to shock them. We're going to surprise them. Because you see, just because it hasn't been done before, it doesn't mean that we don't have the right people in this building today to do something that has never been done before. Yeah. Now, I will tell you, back in my previous districts I've worked for, except for the very first audit I had 3 weeks into my new job, where it was just I couldn't believe what I walked into. Since that time, I've only had either perfect reviews or reviews that were so close you would want to cry. I've been there. I know what it takes. And I look around this room and I see the potential. I see a department that is not going to be bound by 70 years of history and 70 years saying, you can't do this. That's what I see when I look around. I see championship. I see people wanting to do something that's never been done before. And you know what? I want that for you. I want you to know how it feels, and I want to be part of making history, doing something that everybody said can't be done. I want you to hold your head a little bit higher because we've done something spectacular, something that will make history. So, what happened during the previous audit? What I see when I read the paper are things that are easy to correct, but things that we're going to need to pay attention to. You see, at one school, the auditors came, and guess what? The kitchen staff was using the wrong size scoops to serve fruits and veggies. Bam! There goes the perfect audit. But we could fix that, couldn't we? Can we fix that? Oh, you bet we can. There was some paperwork that wasn't correct in the office over at the Maria Luna Center. Paperwork. Paperwork? Seriously? Yeah. It wasn't right. Can we fix that? Oh, you bet we can. There were some auditors that went to some of our breakfast in the classroom schools, and they went into the classrooms where the teachers keep track of who eats breakfast and who doesn't. And guess what they found? They found teachers who were marking the students after they had breakfast, not when they got the breakfast. Well, that's against policy. That's a training issue. Can we fix that? Can we fix that? You're darn right we can. Everything I saw from the 2015 AR was stuff that we can fix. So, how are we going to do this? How are we going to do something that 70 years of history says is impossible to do? How are we going to do it? Well, first of all, and kitchen supervisors, y'all know this one already. Y'all have heard me say it over this past week and a half. And If you think practice makes perfect, survey says, practice does not make perfect. If you heard that from your mama and daddy, guess what? They were wrong. You see, we turn to Vince Lombardi, a famous football coach, one of the winningest football coaches ever. And what does he say about practice? He says practice does not make perfect. Only perfect practice makes perfect. Y'all say that with me. Only perfect practice makes perfect. Okay? If you can't do it perfectly when we're practicing, you got no shot when the game starts, the curtain opens, and we actually start working. Okay? Now for a Michael Rosenberger quote, we play the way we practice. We play the way we practice. You know, Dallas Cowboys and all these football teams are doing what right now? They're at camp. And you know what they're doing at camp? They're practicing. And you know what? They're going to keep practicing until they get the play right. And keep practicing and keep practicing. So that when the game starts, no one wonders what they got to do. No one is afraid. Am I doing the right thing? No one's afraid of an auditor standing over their back, making them nervous. Because when we practice until it's perfect, and then we keep on doing it perfectly, we are what I call 10 feet tall and bulletproof. We are confident. We know what we're doing. Anybody could be standing behind us. It doesn't matter who's standing behind us. If we practice perfectly, we got it made, don't we? We got it made. Now, again, historically, the odds are against us having a perfect review. And y'all need to know that. I mean, it's a fact, right? 70 years, nobody's done it. Nobody our size has done it. And when we're trying to do something that's never been done before, it's hard. Some of y'all may be the first person in your family that graduated from high school. Some of y'all may be the first person in your family that went to college. Some of y'all, there's all kind of firsts all around us, okay? And we all overcome challenges when there is a first. Isn't that true? So let's go back to a song right now that talks about challenges and talks about the odds being against us. Let's see how things might have worked out here. So let's hit our second song, please, back there. So we're going back to Alexander Hamilton. And this song is about the Revolutionary War, and I want you to look at these words on this screen. This is what we as a country faced. You know, until us, we had the American Revolution, nobody had ever been successful against Great Britain, the greatest power in the world at that time. So here we are in the Revolution. We're outgunned, we're outmanned, we're outnumbered, we're outplanned. Oh my gosh, the odds are against us, folks. The odds are against us. History says this ain't gonna happen. This ain't gonna end well. So let's go a little further in this song. We'll talk about odds and we'll talk about how things go. So this is Washington hiring Hamilton to be his right-hand man. And you see what Hamilton's saying? I am not throwing away my shot. Folks, we got one shot to make history, to do something as a department that is extraordinary, that has never been done before. How many times in life do we have this opportunity? One shot, folks, to make this happen. So let's listen as Hamilton talks about how he's going to help.
Police officer gets.
Yeah, let's hear it. Good song. I love that. So, folks, there's Hamilton saying how he's going to take advantage of his shot. So now we're talking about how we're going to take advantage of our shot, okay? So going back to the PowerPoint, folks, practice does not make perfect. Only perfect practice makes perfect. So we will practice, and we will practice, and we will practice, and we will get it perfect, and we will grow in confidence until we are 10 feet tall and bulletproof. One auditor, 5 auditors, the whole team of auditors could be standing next to us. And you know what? It won't make a difference. Will not make a difference, because when we are confident that we know our job inside and out, we're going to be successful. Now, you may not realize it. We already have a lot of accomplishments. I don't know if you know, but our breakfast program is one of the 10 best in the entire country. Congratulations, folks. Top 10 in the entire country. You may not know it. We have one of the top 3 food service departments in the entire state. There's a group called the Texas Hunger Initiative. Every year they give out awards for the top summer programs. The highest award they give is the Gold Award. For the first time, we got gold in summer of 2017. How about that? And I want you to know, before we got gold, we got silver, and the year before that, we got bronze. So we've had 3 years of kicking it up to the next level, the next level, the next level. Congratulations, folks. Texas Department of Agriculture hands out several awards every year to food service departments who are the best at serving a bunch of fresh vegetables, fresh produce, and particularly Texas grown. We have won this award more times than I can keep track of. Congratulations, folks. And we are, Dallas ISD, a founding member of the Urban School Food Alliance. That's a collection of the largest urban school districts in the country. We all work together to try to make things better, and we were a founding member of this group. So I'm telling you this because sometimes, whether your job is running a school kitchen or working in the warehouse or in accounting, in the office, so many times it's hard to see the bigger picture. It's hard to know, how good of a job are we doing? How good is our department? Okay? Unfortunately, we don't have a Super Bowl or a World Series for food service departments. But we do get ranked and we do get rated. And I want you to hold your head up high because you have made this department a top 10 department in the country and a top 3 department in the state. And I want to say congratulations to each of you. So we talked about strategy 1, right? We're going to practice. And how are we going to practice? I can't hear y'all. Come on, say it like you mean it. There we go. So strategy 2, and this comes to us from a name we all know, Michael Jordan. Yes, the greatest basketball player ever. And I want you to look at what he says. Talent wins games. But if you want to win a championship, it takes more than talent. It takes teamwork. Right on, let's hear it. Come on, teamwork. Teamwork and intelligence. Teamwork and intelligence. Was having the wrong size scoops to serve fruits and veggies when the auditors were there, was that good teamwork? No. Was that very intelligent? No. Okay, so we're going to sharpen the saw a little bit. We're going to do better. So let me give an example of teamwork and intelligence, okay? I want to share with you something I'm really excited about this year. And these are the menus for the upcoming year. Man, we have our best menus yet. And you know, our job is feed children and help children become more successful, right? So the better our menus are, the better we're gonna do. And I want you to know, fantastic menus are a team effort. It goes from our menu development team, from a lot of people in operations who are involved, our purchasing department who buys all this great food, our accounting department who pays for all this good food, our warehouse employees who receive and stock and then pool all this good food for you, our drivers who do an extraordinary job delivering all this good food to you, and then our incredible kitchen supervisors and staff who make the magic happen every single day. At 200 plus schools. It is a team effort, folks. We don't get to be a top 10 district in the country, a top 3 in the state, and we don't get to do menus and food like this without the entire team coming together. So teamwork and intelligence, to quote from Michael Jordan, right, is our second strategy. That's how we're going to do it. Now, a couple other cool things are happening in the district that, once again, every part of this department, from IT to marketing to everybody, is involved in. And this is something I'm really proud of on the district level. Our district is expanding its early college program. Well, what is the early college program, you may ask? It is where high school students actually go to college and take classes at colleges. Last year, we had this program at 2 community colleges. Now we have it at all 7 community colleges. And, oh, it's incredible. I'm so excited. It is exposing so many of our students to a college atmosphere and a college environment. It's one of the best things I think our district has done and is doing. But y'all know how it is. Anywhere that we have students, what do we have to do? Say it again. That's right, we got to feed them. So we are feeding DISD students this year at 7 community colleges, okay? We're starting strong, and we're only going to get better. Another item, and high school supervisors, this one is primarily for you, but everybody in this room has a stake in this, okay? One of my personal most important groups for us to feed and take care of are tardy students. You see, back when I was in school, there were times when I was tardy. And it wasn't just, sometimes it was, but it wasn't usually Michael being slow. I just had some things at home I had to help out with and take care of, and it's just how it was. And you know, normally with tardy students, you know, back when I was tardy, guess what they said? Hurry up, sign in, get to class, here's your demerit, and you're going to be in after-school, in-school suspension. And I would go to school, and I was hungry because I wasn't tardy because I was hanging out at Denny's having 2 Grand Slam breakfasts. So I've got a soft spot for our students who are tardy. I think if anyone's in need of a good breakfast, probably the only group in need of a good breakfast more than tardy students are the homeless students that we serve. But tardy students are right there. So working in partnership, in teamwork with school leadership at all high schools, except we still got 4 that we're working on. But every other high school, we're going to do a late breakfast for tardy students. Isn't that awesome? Let's hear it. Come on, let's hear it for tardy students. We're going to take care of them. So what we're going to do is roll a cart to the entrance of the school, and as tardy students come in, they're going to get a grab-and-go breakfast. No more, hurry up, sign in, get to school, get to class. Rah! That's what I faced as a kid. And I don't want any student here in DISD to go hungry because the reasons they are tardy might be because they had to take care of siblings. It might be they had to help their mama or their daddy. It may be power got turned off to their apartment and they just couldn't find things in time to get to school. These kids need us. And I'm really proud of this initiative, and I'm proud of the team here to make this happen. So, speaking of serving breakfast, how are we doing as far as serving breakfast goes? There's a reason that all of us are so tired at the end of the day, because we served right at 16 million breakfasts last year. Congratulations, 16 million. And every breakfast we serve made a difference to every child that got it. So these are 16 million times that we helped the students of DISD become successful and prepared for the school day. Do we get tired doing it? You bet we do. Is it the coolest thing in the world? Yes, it is. So how about lunches? There's another reason that we're so tired when the day is over. We served almost 20 million lunches. Congratulations. That's a lot of work, folks. That's a lot of teamwork to make this happen. And it's because of everybody in this room. Everybody plays a role in making this happen. It's teamwork and it's intelligence. So finally, what's our third strategy? Well, we're going to go back to another famous football coach, and this one is Paul Bear Bryant. And you see what he says? I want you to really think about this one. It's not the will to win, the desire to win that matters. Everybody has that. Everybody wants to do a good job. Everybody wants to be a winner. It's not the will or the desire. It's the will to prepare to win that matters. It's all the work that you put in before the game starts, before the performance starts, before the curtains open. That's what makes the difference. You can want to, take whatever action you want. You can want to become healthier, but until you actually prepare and then implement, guess what? You can want it as much as anything, but if it doesn't translate into action, it's never going to happen. And this is where Bear Bryant's words impact us. It's the will to prepare to win. So these next 6 months are going to be a lot of preparation and a lot of work. It's laying the foundation to ultimately be successful. Like when you build a house, the first thing you do is lay the foundation. And if you don't care enough to lay the foundation, guess what? The first storm, the first wind that comes, the house gets knocked down. It's gone. So folks, it's the will to prepare to win that's going to make the difference for us. Now, for the operations folks, I do want to call your attention to one more thing because, as I've said, we have a lot of challenges this year. Not only the administrative review, we have the new college program, we have new schools we're opening, new kitchens that have been renovated, we have all kind of things happening. But operations folks, I want to focus on y'all for just a moment. Kitchen supervisors, kitchen staff, okay? One of the areas that the district has said, and y'all need to know, so I just need to be blunt with you. One of the areas that people in the district have said we need to work on is they've said that our customer service is not everything it should be. So we are going to measure customer service, okay, and specifically customer service to principals and campus staff, okay? So you just need to know there's a perception out there that we're not as good as we can be, that we can improve. So operations folks, this is a survey. We initially sent it out summer of 2017, and all y'all are going to get a copy of this survey. We sent it out to principals. Okay, we sent this out to principals. And it's asking the principals to rate us on a scale of 1 to 5, 5 being the best, 1 being the worst, on some pretty basic criteria, like principal, do you know who your kitchen supervisor is? Do you meet with your kitchen supervisor regularly? And we've defined it as monthly. Do you have monthly meetings with your kitchen supervisor? Is breakfast ready on time? Is lunch ready on time? Are we friendly? Are we helpful? And on the original survey, our scores were not as good as they could be. Most of our scores came in right around the 3 level. 3 is average. 3 is neutral. 3 is, well, not good and not horrible. It's just kind of there. Okay? And you need to know it, man. This is what campus administrators say about us. So the first path to getting better is knowing where we stand. And according to your customers, one of your biggest customers is your principal and your campus administration. We're just doing a so-so job. So we're going to give you a copy of this survey so you can see exactly what we're going to be asking your principals, and you can see what our expectation is for our operations folks. Now let me give a couple examples of the kind of relationship that we need to have. And we have this in some schools, we just don't have it in all 222. I'm going to give an example, okay? If a principal comes to you and wants lunches for STAR testing or for a field trip, we should never be surprised by that order, okay? Or a principal comes to us a week late from the deadline. Oh my God, I forgot about ordering lunches for STAR testing. Okay? If those orders come in late, to me, that's a sign that we don't have the kind of relationship that we need to have. Because we, as kitchen supervisors, should know ahead of time when is STAR testing coming up, and we should be the ones going to the principal, hey, STAR testing, I know it's a month away, let's get your orders in now. Okay, I'm here to help you, let's do it now. Or if there's a field trip, we need to be connected enough to our campus administration that we know when the 5th grade field trip is, and we're preparing ahead of time. Okay? The only time we get caught by surprise is if we don't have good enough relationships with the campus staff. So one of the things we need to work on this year is no surprises, right? We will give you a copy of the testing schedule. You'll know when the STAR testing is coming up. And our expectation is you're going to go to the principal way ahead of time and get those orders in so we're not rushing at the last minute, right? Because rushing at the last minute, it's bad for all of us. All of us, man, our stress goes up to here. Our blood pressure goes up to here. Central kitchen has to run. Drivers have to run. Purchase, everybody. It's a disaster all the way around. So we're going to try to avoid these disasters in the first place. Does that sound good? Does that sound good? So in summary, folks, we got 3 things on the roadmap to excellence. And like there's a George Strait song, it says, write this down. So if you brought pen and paper, if you have and most of us do, a cell phone with a camera, this is what you need to take a picture of. This is what you need to write down. 3 steps toward excellence this year for our department. Number 1, practice, okay? And it's not just practice, because we all know practice does not make perfect. What makes perfect? That's right, perfect practice makes perfect. Number 2, Michael Jordan reminded us, what does it take to be successful? Say it again, folks. You know, I think this side's a little louder. Let me hear only this side say teamwork. Okay, the challenge is laid down. Let me hear this side. Let me hear the middle. Scream it out. There we go. Teamwork and intelligence. In step 3, it's not just the will to win. It is the will to prepare to win that makes the difference, right? 3 steps. So folks, in summary, I want to wish every one of you a very happy new school year. Dr. Hinojosa last week told us we're getting a nice pay raise. How about that, right? And by the way, if you don't know, earlier this week, TEA released its school district ratings, okay, based on academic success. And the ratings are A through F, okay? A being the best, F being the worst. I don't know if you know this, but our huge, diverse school district, you know what we got? Shout it out, folks. Good things are happening here at DISD, and good things are happening here in FCNS, and it's because of everybody in this room. Let's hear it for our department, folks. Let's hear it. Thank you, folks. Thank you very much.